Hey everybody, welcome to Sad Panda Presents. This is a podcast about music, where we're gonna talk about what we're, God damn it, son of a bitch, you're a piece of shit. You're a fucking piece of shit. We're gonna fucking talk about music that we're listening to. Right now we're going through the top 100 list on the consequencesound.net, and we're listening to number 89, which is Paul's Boutique by the Beastie Boys. Fair warning, we use some adult language, say coarse things, whatever. I'm fucking Andrew, and with me is an asshole. That's right. His name's Shane, and he's a piece of shit.
I'm Shane, and I'm sorry, I've upset Andrew.
No. I'm not upset. You're just a fucking asshole. Anyway, fucking, what's been going on, my man?
Oh, not much, man. I had a bunch of power issues today.
A bunch of power issues, you say?
I do say, sir. Sir, I do say. Yeah, I had a,
What's a do say?
I had changed. What?
What's a do say? Yeah.
It's wet.
Alright. So tell me about these,
that was bad.
It was terrible. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I had power issues that were fixed today. So I changed my spark plugs in my car today.
Okay.
And had to change a circuit breaker in my house.
Oh, fun.
So that was pretty much all of my day.
Did you get it finished without shocking yourself?
I got it done.
Cause I've seen a circuit breaker shock somebody, and man, it is fucking wild.
Well, we do have I have a master electrician friend of mine.
Okay.
Who came over and I say I did it, but he did it for me.
Yep. That makes more sense.
Yeah, no, I said, hey, this is messed up. He goes, I was like, this little thing is messed up and it doesn't supply power to my house. And he goes, this whole thing is fucked up. We're going to have to redo all of this because this is all bad.
Right. Yep.
So I did that most of the day, and then fixed my car. And, that's pretty much, that was my day off.
Fucking A, man.
You, sir? How have you been?
I've been doing alright, just fucking work is work, and, that's pretty much what's been going on. Last weekend I did some inlay trials with some resin and tinning some clear resin, and tomorrow, Kirsten's coming in to spend the weekend with me, so that's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. Oh, cause as the day, we're recording on Valentine's Day, so I'm glad you get to spend the weekend with your sweetheart.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Originally we weren't gonna do this weekend. It was gonna be, I don't remember, but, I don't remember exactly what our original plan was, but her schedule got fucked up. She was working 4 days on, 4 days off, so she was gonna use a 4 off, and it's gonna be in the middle of the week or some shit. And then she got put back on to, Monday through Friday, and that fucked up a bunch of our travel plans. But it ended up working out to this weekend, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I was talking about me, but it's cool you see your side bitch. It's fun.
I am spending tonight with my bottom bitch, which is you, so.
Yeah. Hey, I get cheese on my burgers.
In my pants.
In his, I am happy for you.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
I also got have a special lady, and she got me a very cool thing, which is it's a 4-plug control, it's a 4-port adapter for the PC, Wii U, and Switch for GameCube controllers.
Oh, nice.
So I can now have Super Smash, the Ultimate Smash, or whatever the fuck the Switch is for the Smash game for the Switch is.
Yeah.
I can have it's a 4-port, but I have to have GameCube controllers. So
okay.
That was pretty cool. And also it works for the PC, which means I can now fucking get a or a Steam account and have a controller that works for the PC and up to 4 players to it.
Right on,
so
man.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool little thing. I liked it.
Fucking A, man.
Anywho.
Yeah, I don't know. I never, I never really cared all that much for the GameCube controller because I never owned a fucking GameCube, so it just never was really my thing. But I understand why.
Yeah.
But I understand why people like them.
Yeah, I also did not own a GameCube, so like when I hear people talk about like Smash Brothers is like a licensed series. They always talk about Melee on the GameCube, and that is like their main go-to, like, oh my god, Smash Bros. on the GameCube was the best one. But I was like OG, like 64, and I would wreck ass. Captain Falcon on the 64 or Samus on the 64, I was fucking unbeatable. Like I spent hours doing, there was like a training mode where they would cut the time in half or double the speed. And at every level, like I knew where to hit and how to hit. And I would just wreck people on the 64. And then cut to Melee, they're doing weird shit that I don't know about. And I don't know.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, personally, this is the first Smash game that I've ever owned. So, so I don't know, like, I don't really know the nuances between like the 64 and the GameCube and all that shit. Cause I never owned them. I owned a 64, but I never owned fucking Smash for it. Like when I owned a 64, I was a kid and Smash was always like, Smash like never went down in price. And even the used copies at like GameStop were like fucking $3 off new, you know?
Yeah, it's still $50.
Yeah. And so it was just like,
exactly.
I rarely got games for the 64. And by the time I was working, I moved on to the PS2, you know? So like by the time I could buy my own fucking games, I wasn't playing 64 anymore. And, so I never got good at Smash, even though I've always fucking loved fighting games. Like fucking when Mortal Kombat, I guess 10 came out for the PS3, dude, I was fucking brutal at that game. Like I love Mortal Kombat. That was like the best Mortal Kombat too.
10 was 10 the one where it had like a stupid amount of fighters?
I don't know. I think it was Mortal Kombat 10. It might not have been. It was just called Mortal Kombat. But I think it was like the 10th one or something like that. So people called it 10. I could be wrong about that. I don't remember. But I think it was just called Mortal Kombat. And I think it was like the first time they introduced like the X-ray moves and shit like that. But I mean, those were cool and all. But, the fucking like, cause I had played a couple of Mortal Kombats before that, like Armageddon was straight trash. There was one other one that had come out, but this was like
Annihilation.
Yeah, that was garbage too.
That was garbage, but man, I spent so many hours playing that game. Anyway, go on.
So yeah, when this one came out, it looked great. It controlled fantastic. And the fucking new combos and new fatalities mixed in with all the old shit was just fantastic. And, that was when I was living in College Station. So man, like me and my boy Olin would fucking just eat people alive at that game. And plus I got good with like every character. Cause there was like, I don't know, probably something like 20 characters or something like that. 20, 25 characters. And a lot of the Mortal Kombat characters, it's a fighting game, right? So it's a 2D fighting game. So like a lot of the movesets are basically copied over. You have like 3 or 4 basic movesets. This is the same way in Smash. You have your heavy moveset and your light fast moveset and your fucking floaty moveset, like Kirby, Jigglypuff, Zelda, or not Peach. Not Zelda, are all like that floaty kind of moveset, and then like your heavies like King K. Rool and Bowser are all like your heavy moveset, and they all do similar stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Mortal Kombat's no different, so I got good with all the different movesets, and I could just wreck shop, like I could just hit random and just destroy people. because they were all similar enough. Smash is a little different in that it's much more personalized to the characters. So even though they share a similar moveset, like King K. Rool's got the gun that he can suck shit up in and blow out the cannonball and throw his crown, and Donkey Kong and Bowser they have a different, it's a little bit different. So
they're in that heavy tier.
Yeah.
However, they have different moves for each tier, like for each personalized person. I understand.
And they're unique enough that it changes the way you have to play the character ever so slightly. You know what I mean?
For sure, because I feel like for instance in the new Smash, I feel like Lucario and Mewtwo and Captain Falcon are in like the mid-weight and fast category.
Right.
But Lucario is a little faster, Mewtwo is a little more floaty, and Captain Falcon's a little more precise.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
They're in that middleweight category, but if you want some like barriers, Lucario has like an actual like fire button.
Okay.
Or some kind of thing that will shoot a projectile, if you will.
Okay. That makes sense.
So does Mewtwo, but Captain Falcon has no projectiles.
Yeah.
So it's more of like, you gotta run up in somebody's face and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I am not good with Captain Falcon, man.
Oh, Captain Falcon's my main. He's my main. I love Captain Falcon.
I really like, Young Link. Dude, he's just...
I do too.
He's just fucking...
Young Link and Toon Link are kind of... I don't like Link proper or Link... I like the younger Links. Because Young Link is just faster.
Yeah, he's a little faster and he's a little smaller. So his movement is a little... the nuance of the movement's a little different than Adult Link. Than like Breath of the Wild Link, I think it is. Plus, I with the Breath of the Wild Link, the bombs are remote, and I always forget to fucking detonate it, because you have to manually detonate it, and I always forget to fucking do that. And with Young Link, I can just fucking throw that bomb wherever the fuck I want to, and it'll go off at some point. Whether I cook it or not, it'll eventually go off without me having to do it manually, and that's a part of it. It's part of why I like it. He's also got like the hook shot and the fucking bow and arrow that I like his ranged attacks as well. So, Young Link is one of my mains. I go back to Ryu a lot. I love Street Fighter Ryu. I just know his moveset well because I played a lot of Street Fighter, and so he's familiar.
For sure. I've always had a grudge against Ryu because my brother was dark-haired, and I've always been more akin to Ken. I get the fucking palette swaps, but I'm blonde, and my brother is dark-haired, so I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm playing Ken. Fuck Ryu.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. So, Paul's Boutique.
Yeah, let's get into a little bit of some Beastie Boys.
The Beastie of Boys.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna fanboy on this episode.
I figured as much.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it as hard as we did on Beck, but I will bring up elements of said Beck episode. So,
okay.
So Paul's Boutique was released in 1989.
Right.
Which means this album is, I believe, 2 months younger than you are. Because I think it dropped in May.
My notes say July, but, whatever.
Oh, is it July?
That's what I've got. It says, July 25th, but, it's the internet. So.
I will. You could be right. But either way.
It's a few months younger than I am. But that's neither here nor there. So
so I want to talk about the Beastie Boys in general. This more of their discography. And so Paul's Boutique was in '89, and that's their second studio album.
Okay.
And I like this album because when I mentioned on the Beck album that this was produced by the Dust Brothers. And the thing about the Dust Brothers at this time was that they do those micro samplings of different songs.
Yeah, they do.
And so this album is their peak of that micro sampling.
Yeah, you get that a lot in this album, yeah.
And there's a whole website dedicated to this album that literally goes through every micro sampled bit. Okay. Like every little piece of that's sampled. And I mean, but we're talking 20, 30 samples per song.
Right.
And so to nail all of those down, it made my head numb when I was doing research. So I'm not going to go through all that. I'm just saying that there is every little sound you hear was sampled by the Dust Brothers and put in through the song. If it's not the main bass line or beat, there's a sample or even that. Like this whole album is just micro sampled throughout the continuum of it all.
Fucking
and
A,
it's
man.
Crazy. Like it's insane. Like it's insane. Like I gave up. After High Plains Drifter, I gave up looking up all the micro. I was like, no, I'm on song 3 or I'm on song 4. I'm like, nope, I'm not. Nope. This is too fucking much this is too much. I can't encompass this as a whole.
However, that's fucking understandable. There's a lot of shit going on.
I mean, they sample African Bambaataa, Curtis Mayfield, all kinds. I mean, every little sound you hear is categorized.
Right.
However, anyway, so that was really fun. And again, and that's like what you hear from the Beck album, from Midnight Vultures, was also produced by the Dust Brothers, and they do those little micro sample bits like that. Part in Nicotine and Gravy.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty fucking cool, man. So I'm not as familiar with the Beastie Boys. As you are, I've heard a bunch of Beastie Boys just by the nature of hanging around you. And I've honestly never had anything against the Beastie Boys. I've always kind of enjoyed listening to it because they do something. Man, they're fucking unique in the world of hip hop and rap. Like it's these 3 dudes that fucking grew up in New York and like, man, they just they do shit a little different than your typical rapper. By the nature of being a 3-piece set that, it isn't like a fucking guest rapper on another rapper's track. They're just it's all or nothing, So that in itself is unique. And then, I don't know, like they just do shit differently. I feel like
for sure, they are very unique, and I want to reference a weird commercial.
Okay,
there was remember like in the early 90s when MTV used to have like commercials and stuff about MTV?
Oh man, not really, because I didn't watch a lot of MTV in the early 90s.
Because you were like 4.
I was a baby.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in like the early 90s, they used to do like, there's even, let me start with this one. There was a commercial they used to do with, Jay and Silent Bob.
Okay.
And like, I think I remember like 91, 2. And it was Jay and Silent Bob like standing out in like a field or something. And then Jay is saying like, man, remember when MTV had those weird ass puppets and shit? And then it showed like clips of all these weird puppets and like claymation stuff about advertising about MTV.
Okay.
There were commercials about MTV. Anyway, there was one that I distinctly remember about the Beastie Boys, and it was like the setting was like a fancy restaurant, like a 5-star restaurant, and there was like an older man and a younger woman sitting at a table, like with like white linens, all that kind of stuff. And there was this Jamaican pouring water, and he's talking about the Beastie Boys, and it's this Jamaican dude going, "These three Jewish white boys from Brooklyn are doing the rap better than most things." And like
Jesus.
I don't know, that commercial stands out. That's the Beastie Boys. Like, it's crazy. Like,
it's pretty fucking nuts.
Three Jewish white dudes who are better than kind of, not saying better, but they held up better than most at the time.
Yeah, man. I think they did a fucking hell of a job. I think I think they did, like I said, man, they were unique. They did shit differently. And that made them stand out, which is good because, if they had been like everybody else, people would have just dogged on them and they wouldn't have gone anywhere. So.
For sure. And, so this album was done by the Dust Brothers, but their first album was Licensed, right? Which came out in 86.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Was the year that I'm talking. Was, geez, you crazy.
Don't ask rhetorical questions if you don't want answers.
Asshole. Anyway, so, yeah, the Beastie Boys, here's the thing about Beastie Boys that I feel like. They are the most unique rappers that will never be inducted to a Hall of Fame.
Okay.
They've done so, I don't know. I don't think that they will ever get like inducted or anything like that to like the Hip Hop Hall of Fame or anything like that. But they've done so much because they're kind of, I feel like they're cast, they don't have a home.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sort of like, although like Weird Al. Weird Al will never be in the like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No, for sure not. But he did do a lot of, hey, man, he's something else. So.
But like he should be in like as a footnote or like
something like that.
He should be in there because honorary because Weird Al's been doing music for 40 years.
Man, yeah, and he's just got this. He does parody songs. So what? It's still really, really fucking creative with what he does. So
for sure, and I feel like that's how they treat the Beastie Boys and hip hop. Like they're just kind of like parody, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay, I could see that. I don't think they see themselves as parody, but I understand why other people would think they could be.
Not to say that they're parody, they're just not. They're not.
What I mean,
the hip hop.
Yeah, I guess
I don't know.
I guess what I mean is like I think they believe in what they were doing wholeheartedly, but I could see why people would put them in a category similar to parody that just don't fucking get what they're all about. You know what I mean? Not that other people see them as parody, but that people play them off on the same level as parody.
They're kind of brushed off.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's pretty true, except for the people that are actually like fans. Like the fans of the Beastie Boys are fucking like, no, they're all about it. But people that aren't really fans of the Beastie Boys, yeah, you're right. They just kind of, people that are fans of rap and hip hop that don't dig on the Beastie Boys, just, yeah, you're right. I think they just get brushed off. So, yeah,
exactly.
I think I see where you're going with that.
So, like, they are talented musicians. They're fucking, they talk about women's rights and appropriations and all kinds of shit, but they get brushed off because they're three Jewish white boys from Brooklyn and they're not hip hop or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're fucking clever and they do talk about issues and they're fucking, yeah. I mean, when I say clever, I mean, listen, like, if you're not familiar with the Beastie Boys, viewer, listen to their fucking raps. These dudes are fucking clever. Like, they know the English language well and they know how to craft rhymes like you would not fucking believe.
This is true. This is true for sure. So, I don't know. You know what? I heard, so they were, Ad Rock and MCA were on a recent episode of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me in like November.
Okay.
And what they were talking about they have like a coffee table book about their life, like the whole Beastie Boys life.
Okay.
So they got their start. They made their money, like they made a bunch of money on a song called Cookie Puss.
All right.
That got bought up by like a European airline. And and their beat was played on like the background noise of the airlines.
All right.
So when you set your ass down and you hear background noise, Cookie Puss was playing in the background for like an ad or whatever.
All right. Fucking A.
And that's how they got crazy money from that. So their first big tour was when Madonna came when Madonna came up and like her big first tour, they were opening up for Madonna.
Huh. That's fucking wild.
So think about that.
Yeah.
Let's say you're a 14-year-old girl who wants to go see Madonna.
and they come out and they perform shit from License to Ill. Oh man, that's fantastic. Straight up playing to the parents at that point. If even that. The
parents were not having, no.
No. Well, some of the parents were, but I mean, I would crack the fuck up, but you know.
These dudes come out rapping and they're here to see Madonna? No, dog, no.
Oh,
they would not hear that shit.
That's fucking amazing. Okay. All right.
So what Ad Rock said was that they got booed off stage a bunch.
Yeah,
because,
that makes sense. Yeah.
You know, good lord, like they're the Beastie Boys and they're opening for Madonna, who's like all Backstreet Boys or fucking Jonas Brothers or whatever the fuck at the time.
Yeah, all popped
and
up.
And they got these fucking guys who are doing hip hop all over the place. They're like, nope. Nope. Not even a little bit.
That's fucking awesome. That's really fun.
Yeah. So they've got a very textured history. Anyway.
Yeah, fucking A. Well, let's fucking get into the album and talk about Paul's Boutique in particular.
Okay. Well, let's get into it.
So this album starts, the opening track is To All the Girls. And, to me, this is, it's basically, just fucking talking, with like some kind of slow droning, thing going on in the background. And, it's just fucking, it's like, this is like, an opening dedication to fucking, like, we're dedicating the album to all the girls, you know, to all the Brooklyn girls, the French girls, the fucking Chinese, Japanese, Swiss, Italian, you know, fucking strippers and fucking Puerto Ricans and stewardesses and shit. Like, so to me, this is not really, a necessary track, but it feels like they're just dedicating it to, girls. And like, that's how they're trying to open up the album. And it's kind of, like I said, I don't think it's entirely necessary, but I do think it's kind of funny. It's because of the nuance of the rest of the album. So, that was kind of what I got from it. I could be way off base, but that's just kind of what I got.
Yeah, no, it's just, they're dedicated. Hey, all the girls.
All the ladies, listen up.
Yo.
I don't know. It's not that complex, but it immediately, rolls into track 2, which is Shake Yo Rump. Which is fucking great. Cause they're like, you know, hey ladies, listen up. This is for all you. Now shake your ass. That's to me why it's funny. So,
why is that?
Cause, you know, they're dedicating the album and the first thing they do is tell them to fucking get out, dance, and shake your ass. It's funny to me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's not like, I don't know. It's not like, it doesn't go into like a love song like you would fucking think, you know, I don't know. It's got an element of comedy to shape your album like that right out of the gate. And
I feel it's more like it brings you into focus to listen. Like, we're gonna slow it down, nice and easy. Hey, this is to all the girls here and there and everywhere. Now shake your rope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it draws your attention from the beginning and then bleeds into the boom. Now we're gonna make some magic happen.
Yeah, no, I get that. I feel like there's an element of comedy in there too, cause like, I don't know, it reminds me of fucking, so these two tracks back to back like this reminds me of, fucking, Fuck Her Gently by Tenacious D. Cause he intros the song by saying, listen up, this one's for all the ladies. And then he goes in and he starts it off as like a nice little, low, slow love, and he's like, and then it's, I want to, fuck you.
I want to fuck you hard.
So, and there's an element of comedy there. So, like, that's kind of what this sequence just reminded me of. And so I thought there's an element of comedy here, and I thought it was fun. And Shake Your Bump is a fun song, and it's a good one. It's a good one. Listen to it, people.
It is a good one.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. I think, Jeezy greasy. I kind of want your perspective on this because I've heard this album 1,000 times. So I want you to explain this to me, if you would, because I can tell you about Shake Your Rump is this and that, and there's beats from here and there's beats from that. Like, I could say like the ooh from Africa Bimbada,
Man, I'm not the guy to ask to pick out what they're sampling from where. I don't fucking know.
No, what I'm saying is I could do that. I can pick out, like, for instance, Hoo-Ha, Got Them All in Check is from Sugar Hill Gang's The Eighth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to pick out, a single fucking sample and give you
I
that.
understand that.
But,
what I'm saying is I want to pick your brain about how you feel about this album.
Okay,
because this album, I've heard this album 50,000 times.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
And I feel like you're not at 50,000, even by a little bit.
No, I probably listened to this album about 12 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're barely in the teens. So why don't you break this album down to me and how you feel about it?
Okay, so I broke down the first two songs. That's like Shake Your Rump. I feel like it's just a fucking fun party song, and pairing it with that intro adds a little element of comedy, I think. So yeah, I don't know. This is just a, like, let's fucking party song. The next song is, Johnny Royale.
Johnny Royale.
Yeah, Johnny Royale. So Johnny Royale is the story of a vagrant. I mean, he's not a vagrant, but he's a vagrant. Like, he is and he isn't. So like he's a well-off man that lives like a vagrant with a touch of luxury. And that, or he is a vagrant and he has a delusion of luxury about him. 'Cause, like, I gave him 50 cents to buy some soup and he knows the time with his fresh Gucci watch. Like, so either like, cause, he's the king of the homeless or whatever. And, but he's like, hand-me-down Pumas, and I don't know, like, he's a vagrant that has this very, sordid past and nobody really knows, and, like, he was successful at some point in his life, or, maybe he's still living off of something, or maybe he's been a vagrant this whole time, and he just has this, like, delusion about him that he thinks, he was this thing. Like he claims he wrote that Johnny Cash song, or that Elvis song. Yeah, Blue Suede Shoes. He claims that he wrote Blue Suede Shoes, and so he's like this musician, but he fell out with drugs and alcohol, and now he's homeless and a vagrant wandering around and kind of lost his mind. I don't know. That's kind of the story I pick out of this. It's not. I don't have it nailed down, but it's something along those lines.
Yeah. This song actually reminds me of the intro story that I went into about the guy who wrote the folklore music, encyclopedia.
The cowboy historian or whatever.
The cowboy, yeah, I feel like that's Johnny Ryall.
Okay.
And who's to say that wasn't that guy?
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, he is, Johnny Ryall, good Lord. Who do you think you are? Good night. I mean, he's the king of the homeless. He does all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What's the line? He falls asleep where he lands on his face.
Oh, yeah.
He goes to sleep by falling down on his face.
Right. So I don't know. That's kind of where I went with that one. It's a okay, good song. It's not one of my favorites, but it's all right. I don't skip it. I'll put it that way.
Johnny Ryall this song is fantastic.
Well, I mean,
it's one of the better songs on the album.
Well, you're a fanboy, so you're going to say that about a lot of this stuff, but
that's why I want to shut the fuck up and let you talk.
I'm just saying, for me, it was a good song, but it wasn't one of my favorites.
Okay.
I thought the story was good, but I don't know. I just the chorus, the Johnny Ryall, I didn't really care for that. That turned me off a bit. So I don't know. Anyway, the next song on this album is Eggman, and this fucking song, man. This song is funny. And it makes me laugh, and it's having a good time, and it's also like, I don't know, it's ridiculous. It's just put him in check with my egg gun. Like, they're fucking throwing eggs at people and shit. Like, I don't know. This is fucking funny though. Humpty Dumpty was a big fat egg. Like, it just cracks me up. I thought it was just a fun song, and it's kind of.
It is a fun song.
I don't
really
know
like
that it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I really like this song. It has a nice beat, and it kind of has that 70s sound. And I think it gets pulled from not Curtis Mayfield. That doom 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 da doom 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 da doom da doom 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 da doom.
Okay.
It almost good night. It's not Pusher Man, which I thought it was. It's good night. Oh, good night. It's not Pusher Man, but it damn sure sounds like it. But I know it's Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah.
Superfly. That's what opens up. It's that sample of Superfly.
Okay.
Superfly. Doom, 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 doom. Again, there are like 50, 60 goddamn, there are like 30, there's a bunch. There's a bunch of samples on this song. But, this one is Superfly. Yeah. That's what that bass line is at the beginning.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It was just a funny song to me. Again.
Oh, no, it's funny.
Air of comedy again. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I egged the chicken and then I ate his leg. Like, that cracked me up. Yeah. And I don't know. Outside of that, I don't think it really has that much of a point.
Yeah, for sure. And then I like the where, at the breakdown where it goes, we all dressed in black. We snuck up around the back. And that breaks it down to a different style a little bit. And then it goes back to the same point in the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then and then at the end it has that horror sound like Jason or like Psycho, Jason, Michael Myers.
Oh, sound at the end. Right. Okay. Cause they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you with them eggs.
They're gonna get you with them eggs. They're hunting for you.
Yeah.
Chicken. Who's going chicken hunt? We's going chicken hunting.
So, yeah.
There's some ICP for our Juggalo fans.
So, yeah. So that's Eggman. It's fun.
Eggman's great.
This one will get you bobbing your head and shit because it's just fun. It'll make you laugh. So the next one is High Plains Drifter. This song is pretty fucking good. It's let's see. So this song, like, it's about, I don't know, they're fucking robbing a 7-Eleven and then getting put in the clink for a fucking weekend or some shit. Something like that. This song, my line of the song has to be, hey ladies, right? Because it's the only song I knew from this album beforehand. But this song has the line number 2, or what is, if I didn't know Hey Ladies, this song would have my line of the album, and it's
which is
fucking man turned to me and said, "Why are you here?" I love that. I fucking love that. It's towards the end of the song once they get thrown in jail, and it's the fucking big dude in the cell with him, and cracks me the fuck up when he says that every time. I love that shit. And this song is just fucking bumping. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's about fucking robbing a 7-Eleven and getting fucking thrown in jail for it. But it's fucking, it's great.
You know why you like that?
Because I've been in jail a couple of times.
No, it's the first thing that Yoda said to Luke Skywalker in The Empire Strikes Back. Why are you here?
Oh, right. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet that's exactly why I remember that. Fucking, Yep. I did not make that connection. That's fucking funny. Oh, god damn it.
That's why you like it, because you're a fucking nerd.
Yep. God damn it. Oh, man. All right. Great song.
At least it's not about rape.
You're right. I don't think there's a rape song on this album, so.
Wait, what's your favorite song?
Well, I mean, it has to be Hey Ladies, because, it's the song that I knew coming into it.
Rape. That's not even on this album.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I listened to this album like 12 times, like, in the last week. Hey Ladies is very clearly on it. And it's not about rape. It's about hollering at some fine ladies. But
I've listened to it so many times. It's not about rape. I cross-referenced so many times. I'm not going to get another rape song into me.
No. I'm sure there will be plenty of rape songs that I thoroughly enjoy in the future, by nature of my subconscious being really fucked. However, I mean, this is a good song. Fucking High Plains Drifter, listen to it. It's,
hell yeah.
One of their longer ones.
Yeah.
But fuck,
it's a longer song, but man, it's good. And the beat's fun. I think they sample like the actual movie. Like that's the opening line of the actual movie that they sample from.
Okay.
To make the beat.
Well, it's fucking good.
It's fan. Yeah, it's
a good fucking
Beastie Boys. Everything they do is amazing.
And they fucking put together good shit here. So anyway, that's High Plains Drifter.
Yeah. Here's my favorite song.
The Sounds of Science? Is that that's your favorite? All right.
Hell yes, bro.
Okay, cool. Because this is a good song too. I know every song's good on this album. Whatever. You're a fanboy. But this is a legitimately good fucking song. Fuck, I don't know. It's a song about fucking rapping and, right? I mean,
and
it's a song,
science.
It's a song about rapping and using fucking, no, they use a bunch of science terms in here to fucking, like they use science cleverly to construct a rap, and it's fun. It's fucking fun. And again, it has a lot to do with me being a giant fucking nerd. Cause I don't know, fucking, I really fucking like, be kicking the new knowledge. That gets me every time too. Like that's a great fucking line. Cause I'd be dropping the new science and I'd be kicking the new knowledge. Like, that shit's fun too. The Beastie Boys are really good at fucking putting together memorable lines.
Yeah, the thing is, I think throughout the album, what they do well is they're clever, and the thing that they do that a lot of other rappers don't do is they have this amazing ability to like tag team out.
They really do.
Between like sentences.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, I've been kicking a new canal, A equals seems square.
Yeah, so...
And then like, with the sand on my air and earth on my feet.
Right, and
it's
they fucking... they know how to play off each other really well, so, I don't know, they have this chemistry about them. You can tell these motherfuckers are, like, just know each other inside and out, because they have this chemistry that's wild. It's a lot of fun.
That someone says, well, I mean, but they do this throughout their entire career where, you know, MCA will say a word and then and Mike D will come in with and this word, and then Mike D will come in with that word and say another thing, and then they kind of like finish each other's sentences, but it's all intertwined.
For sure.
And it's kind of a trope that they do. That's kind of their thing. Like they do that well.
It absolutely is their thing. That is their shtick for sure.
You say that because they're Jewish, or?
No, well, no.
I'm being a dick. I'm sorry.
I mean, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, because they're Jewish. No, that's definitely their fucking thing, man. It's cool. It's fucking cool.
For sure. But the thing I like, what I really like about this song is that they're doing this like kind of do, and it's that kind of beat. And then like they're rapping on top of that do, like a pendulum.
Right.
Do. And then you cut to rope dope.
Yeah. Yep. So
it's the whole thing. Time is money with codes covered with honey. And the whole song changes.
Yeah, it does.
And that's fun.
Yeah, it is. This is in my top songs as well for this album, for sure. Because this one's just a lot of fun, and it's just man, this might be one of the most clever songs on this album. But maybe not. But to me, it felt really clever. The way that
I completely agree.
The wordplay in this song is particularly clever, in my opinion.
I completely agree. This is I think this is the most clever song on the album. Yeah. Hands down.
Because, I liked Eggman and I thought it was fun, but I don't think it's one of the best songs on the album. It was a lot of fun to listen to, but I don't think it's got as many clever lines as like this song and I don't know, like fucking Drifter or something like that, or fucking Shadow
like High Plains, or Car Thief or anything,
right.
Like that. Or Looking Down the Barrel of a Gun.
Yeah.
So,
anyway,
I get it. I'm frustrated because I have so much to say, but I don't want to overpower this episode.
No, man, walk all over it. Fucking walk all over it. Go for it.
No, I don't want
to. Okay.
I don't want to, because I like the idea that you're kind of, no, I'm not going to say new, but you're newer to the Beastie Boys, but.
Yeah, I've been aware of the Beastie Boys and familiar with, their uber popular stuff forever, but this is like one of the first times I've really concentrated on an album. So
yeah, because honestly, this isn't like my favorite album. Don't get me wrong, this is a great album. Like Paul's Boutique is one of the top albums that they've done. Not my favorite, but
Okay.
What I really like about the Beastie Boys is that it got me closer to my stepfamily.
Oh, right on.
So like I had my stepsister and my cousin Sean
Are 3 Jewish white boys.
are 3 Jewish white boys. And turns out that, Ad showed up at a family reunion. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Oh my God, what? Why was I born in Texas? What the fuck is happening?
Why did I have to be in Texas?
No, but the Beastie Boys got me closer to my sister and cousin.
Okay.
Because, like we were we're fans of the Beastie Boys, but they were like way into them.
Right on.
Than I was, and I was like younger. So they told me to listen to Paul's Boutique, listen to, License to Ill. But the best album, like my cousin Sean was like, the best album they've ever done, Ill Communication.
Okay.
And that, I feel like that's true. Like their best album is Ill Communication. Like Hello Nasty was like the most popular and good. It's bad, but,
I feel you.
But I feel like Ill Communication is like I think that's their best album. And so like Paul's Boutique, like I've heard it 50,000 times. I know it in and out. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's a great album, but it's not my favorite. And I like the fact that you, Andrew, as a person, don't know it as well as I do. So that's why I don't want to talk over it, because I want you to talk about it, like as like a person who, likes the album and likes their music. But I'm like, God, good Lord. Okay. I know so much about the Beastie Boys. It's crazy.
All right, so let's get back on track then. The next fucking song on this. No, don't be sorry. I like when you nerd
good
out.
Lord.
It's fun. It's
Hey ladies.
It's really cute.
No, it's 3-minute rule.
It's 3-minute rule. So 3-minute rule, peace song for me. I don't know exactly what it's about, really. All
I know is I was making records for sucking your mama's dick.
Oh yeah, yep. That is a line from this song. Fuck. God damn it. Yep. That's the line of this particular song. And then fancy girl, you wear fancy clothes, put fancy things up your nose like that.
Yeah, up your nose, yeah.
So I don't know. I guess it's about fucking gold diggers. I don't fucking know. Or posers maybe? Maybe it's about posers? Dude, I don't know.
I can't, the problem is with this, they say so many things that it's hard to nail down what they're actually saying.
So it's kind of just all over the case. All over the case. Fuck me. It's all over the place.
I mean, nail down the meaning of Johnny Real. or Eggman. Like, they say so many things that that's why my head hurts. So like,
right. They just talking shit.
There's so many samples and there's so much and they're saying so many things. Like it's hard to nail down what they're actually saying. It's
right.
Dog, it's hip hop. They're saying whatever they fucking feel.
Yeah. So
it's
I don't
fucking
know.
Poetry.
I don't know, man. It was all right. It has some memorable lines in it, but not my. I don't know. Not my favorite.
Yeah, not my favorite.
So the next song is the one I'm familiar with. Fucking Hey Ladies.
Hey lady.
Get Funky. I love this song. It's exactly what it sounds like. Hey ladies. Calling out to you. So, Get Funky. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I know I like this song because I've been familiar with it ever since I fucking heard it probably in high school.
Yeah, no, for sure. Hey Ladies, I have some history with Hey Ladies because, my friend Nicole, who we've mentioned before, my girl Nicole.
Yeah, she's a cool ass chick.
My bad bitch in San Antonio. Nicole. She used to live next to a guy named Grady.
Okay.
And so every time we go to her apartment and we see Grady, it was, hey, Grady. Or, hey, Brady.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
Brady. And then now I have a cousin, or my cousin's son is Grady.
Right on.
So every time I see him, I say, hey, Grady. That's dumb. That's dumb.
No, it's not. It's not at all. I think that, dude, the thing is that this song makes people do that. Like, it's so fucking catchy. And the way they time it out where they each say hey one time and then all together is, man, it's just fucking, it's great. It's the catchiest fucking thing. It's the most memorable line on this album because it just fucking works. Like, I don't know, the mood of the song works. It, if you want to call it that, the theme of it works. And it's just a fucking, let me holla at you. Holla, 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 holla. Like, you know, it's like that. Like, it just,
sure.
You know, like, so it ingrains that into you, that it just ingrains that idea into you, like that fucking Chappelle skit, let me holla at you, girl. Holla, 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 holla. Like, anytime you fucking, if you've seen that skit, anytime you hear the word holla, that's what fucking comes to mind. And that's this song with Hey Ladies. Anytime you fucking feel like catcalling a lady, that, you know, you see a fine ass woman walking around and you want to be like, hey ladies, like this song fucking comes to mind, and it gets you in that subconscious way that just fucking makes you think of this, and that's why this song is so, fucking such a hit, and it's fucking fantastic.
It's a great song. You're right. You're right on point. You're right on every point. Like, I can't disagree.
That's cause, bitch, that's cause you know I'm right.
Chill. Chill.
Anyway, I don't know. This is like trying to get analytical about the Beastie Boys feels so fucking dumb. Like, it's
right. Like,
like it really does, cause they're just fucking,
they're fucking organic. Like, they're just the fucking Beastie Boys. How have you heard of the fucking Beastie Boys? Like,
it's just fun. It's fun fucking music. That's what it is. Like, these dudes they know how to
amazing.
They know how to write some sick ass rhymes, and they know how to make their songs fucking fun. And their songs, they aren't deep. Like, this is not a deep album. The fucking stories told in these songs, I mean, maybe Johnny Royale, like, but still, like,
I mean,
it's about a drifter. It's not that deep. Like, it's about a drifter that has a sordid past. Okay, it's not that fucking deep, man. Like, their songs aren't deep. They don't have to be. It's like fucking Metallica Kill 'Em All was thrash metal for thrash metal's sake. This is fun raps to be fun raps. And it's clever. It's cleverly written.
For sure. And that's why I kind of want you to take the reins, because, I mean, what am I going to say? It's fucking hip hop. It's fucking 89 hip hop. They're going to say some crazy shit. Doris the Fingosaurus. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
It's just fun. It's just fun to say.
It's fun. They do a good job, and they've introduced to the world was this idea of that what they do well is that they do that talk over each, like, you pick up where I left off, and then you pick up where I left off. And
right.
And that's really fun. Like,
yeah, man.
And what really makes this album different from what they've done before is that all these micro samples, like, it doesn't stop. Like,
no, it doesn't. And it keeps the flow of the song moving. It really keeps, like, the themes of the music and the flow of the song and, like, the rhythms and the beats. It keeps it moving in a way that it doesn't get boring. It's part of what makes it so fucking fun.
For sure. I saw an album review earlier that said this is the Sgt. Pepper of hip hop.
Okay.
Which fucking goddamn, they're not wrong. Like, okay. It flows from song to song. Like, everything's so different and weird, and they have weird stories. Like,
yeah. Yeah,
Like
that analogy works.
that's why we can go through this song by song and it's fine, but good Lord, like this album is just good. And it's
I agree.
It's fucking Beastie Boys, you know?
I agree. I mean,
Beastie Boys, like,
I don't know about you. I'm still cool with the format of going through the songs like we normally do. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Just because, if people do listen to this and don't have an idea about what any of these are, like, gets an idea of if you want to listen to this or not. I don't know. Maybe that's why we do it. We just do it because we're just doing it for fun anyway. That's what we're doing. We're just having fun, right?
True.
But, yeah.
That is true. I'm just upset because, goddamn, like, why do I have to talk about each song? Like, it's the fucking Beastie Boys. Listen to them.
I mean,
they're the fucking Beastie Boys. So why wouldn't you? They're they're like canon.
That's how I feel about fucking, fucking Stevie or Eric Clapton. It's just, it's Clapton. Fucking listen to him.
Why aren't you listening to them? Like,
right.
That makes no sense to me.
Like,
yeah. Okay.
There were places in London where people spray painted Clapton is God. He made that much of an influence in the world of music. Fucking listen to Clapton. I don't have to explain shit to you. But when we get to one of those albums, we're gonna fucking explain it because that's what we do.
Okay, you're right. Just got it. All right. So fucking Haley. All right. So let's go to 5-piece chicken dinner.
Okay, 5-piece chicken dinner.
That is a fucking fun song.
Okay.
What? You don't like it?
Doesn't need to be on this album. I don't care about it.
Why?
It doesn't. I mean, Beastie Boys are different, but this doesn't feel like anything else on the album. It breaks theme. And with the banjo and the I'm down with bluegrass, but I don't think it needs to be here.
Why not?
Because I just don't think it fits with the rest of the album. I don't know how else to explain it. I think it, to me, this broke up the album in a way that was unexpected, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but in the way that this did it, I was just like, okay, that was a thing. Next. Like, why was that there? I didn't need that. It's very short, but
it's short, but I mean, look, they've done this, they've changed styles throughout every song, throughout the album until here.
I get that.
Like they did the Rope-A-Dope and Sounds of Science, where it changed the mood altogether.
Yeah.
Time, money, girls coming, honey. They did that with 3 Minute Rule. They did that with Eggman. Why wouldn't they go somewhere different with 5-piece chicken dinner?
I don't know.
Like they're hitting everything. I feel like they're hitting everything in music, period.
Sure. I guess. It just didn't do anything for me, and I thought it was unnecessary, was all. I get your point, and you're right. You're not wrong. You're absolutely right. Why wouldn't they go here? It just didn't. It turned me off. I don't know how to explain it. I didn't feel like bluegrass fit. I didn't feel like they worked bluegrass into this album as well as they worked other genres. They didn't do it in an interesting way to me. They just they just had some chicken pick and banjo and said something about barbecue and give me a kiss. And like, we dumb country segment. Okay. Like, it wasn't.
Yeah, but that's what leads into looking down the barrel of a gun.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they're robbing and stealing.
Yeah. Okay. But
like Bonnie and Clyde and shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they were
but Bonnie and Clyde weren't bluegrass. But Bonnie and Clyde weren't bluegrass. They were gangsta as fuck. They were jazz. They were smooth. Like, I don't know. Dumb Southern bluegrass for 30 seconds in the middle of the album just did not do anything for me. That's all I'm getting at.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, that's fine.
On that note, I'm going to take a piss real quick and grab a beer.
Me too.
Cool. So, The next song is Looking Down the Barrel of a Gun.
Son of a gun, son of a bitch.
Yeah, man, this one wasn't all that memorable for me. I didn't think it was a bad song, it just didn't leave a lasting impression on me.
Yeah, not the best song on the album, but it's not bad. I don't know.
I just don't remember all that much about it. Like, even looking at the lyrics, I'm just like, I don't remember this song that much.
The only thing I remember from this song is Racism is Schism, and I believe that is a thing.
Okay. So I don't know, man. It's about getting in a fight, I guess. So that's what I'm picking up. Violence in the hood, maybe? I don't fucking know.
Oh, they're just fucking up.
Yeah.
No, I'm rolling down the hill. Yeah, no, they're just fucking shit up.
Okay. Sorry, I just don't have much to say about that song because I don't remember much about it.
Yeah. You talk about Bruce Willis.
Yeah. Okay.
And the Son of Sam and Rambo.
Oh,
and they mentioned ultra-violence.
Yeah, there was a Son of Sam reference in there.
Yup.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Ultra-violence run through my head. Yeah, that's Clockwork Orange. Yep.
Yeah, well, and honestly, the Son of Sam, when I heard that, now whenever I think of Son of Sam, I think of the, Tadpog tabletop.
The fucking Call of Cthulhu?
Yeah, Call of Cthulhu. I think of that.
Yeah.
Cause that was all based, that whole run was based on, Son of Sam. So.
Which also, if you haven't looked at Tadpog, Call of Cthulhu campaign, I'm sure everybody here who's listening to us now has heard it.
Well, I'm sure I'm pretty sure the only people that listen to this are, Tadpog, fans anyway. Cause I mean, that's why we even started doing this.
Except for Malpy.
Yeah, except for Malpy. And we will get to that album. We will get to it.
We will get to Stitches, my dude.
Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be an interesting fucking episode. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that everybody else that listens to us listens to Tadpog too. If you don't, fucking listen to Tadpog. It's awesome. And their Call of Cthulhu campaign was fucking amazing.
Why do you say Cthulhu?
I don't fucking know.
Cthulhu.
Whatever, dog.
Think of it like High Castilian. Cthulhu. Put a lisp in the TH.
Call of
Cthulhu.
Call of Sulu. How about that? I'll just get rid of the C. Call of Sulu. And I'll lisp it up with the TH, so it'll just be Call of Sulu. Fuck you.
Sulu. Okay, Phil Collins.
Oh man, okay.
Sometimes, Andrew.
Yeah.
You make my fucking head numb.
Whatever, dog.
Fucking head.
Whatever. So let's talk about Car Thief.
How about Car Thief?
Yeah. This was an interesting song. Again, not one that left, not super memorable to me. So I don't have a lot to say from this either, but I don't know, fucking, the themes in the title, help me out here. Help me out here.
Nope.
I mean, I'll just fucking move on.
Hold on one second. I have notes. I'm just gonna make paper noises because I don't have shit. No, Car Thief. Car Thief. That's what I was. Your girl got digged by Ricky Powell.
Yeah, yep, okay. Alright, yep.
So Ricky Powell, do you know who Ricky Powell is?
Oh, no, I don't.
No one does.
Okay.
Ricky Powell was the, photographer, and he was called the fourth member of the Beastie Boys.
Okay.
And he took pictures with Run DMC, and he was kind of the hip-hop photographer.
Okay.
And so that's why they reference Ricky Powell.
Oh, right on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
This song is about doing hood rat shit.
Yep. Sure is.
It's an alright song. Just, it wasn't that memorable for me. unfortunately.
Yeah.
The next song was a little more memorable. The next song was a little more memorable for me, but not this one.
What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this one's more memorable because that fucking main hook, on what comes around, catches you, and it's very,
and also has the line of the song.
It's very catchy.
Or line of the album.
Oh, does it now?
It does.
Let's see.
Did you know?
Let me see. Fuck.
Can you figure it out?
I'm trying. I don't know. Is it Doris the Thinkosaurus?
Thinkosaurus.
Because you said that earlier.
I did say that earlier, but that's not the line of it.
Oh. Okay. I think I got it.
Do you know?
Is it Rapunzel, let down your hair so I can climb up and get in your underwear?
Oh, yes it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes it is.
That was another thing on this song. Man, that was so fucking funny to me.
That's the line of the album.
Yeah, that was really good.
Rapunzel, let down your hair so I can climb up and get in your underwear. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Took me a minute, but I got there. I am looking at the lyrics, but fuck, man, when that lyric hit me, and right out of the gate with this song, like, that's the first verse, man, it sticks with you. So yeah, this was a good one.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is.
I don't know. It's not really about anything, except, I don't know, fucking what comes around, fucking, there's
karma.
Karma. There's some talk about getting laid, and there's some talk about, I don't know, fucking getting money out of some people and shit. I don't know. It's fucking karma, yeah. But it's man, they do some fucking good work with this one. So.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That was kind of my argument earlier. Like, they say a lot of things, but
right.
There's so much going on, period, with like the samples and the beats and what they're saying. Like, it's so much.
It's very all over the place.
Yeah, and that's why I have a hard time like nailing down why this is good, because it's fucking everywhere.
It is.
And like, yeah, this song's good. All the songs are good for different reasons. Like, it has, like, there's different, I don't know. I like this album for many reasons I can't explain, but it's good.
Well, I mean, I think we've gotten through some of the reasons why this album's good. But like, a lot of the songs don't have a super clear theme or story to them. I mean, a couple of them do. Fucking Johnny Royale, High Plains Drifter, not really Car Thief, kind of, but not really. But like, High Plains Drifter and Johnny Royale like have a very clear like story to them, or a very clear theme at least. And most of these songs don't. Most of these songs they're just fucking around, man, and they're all over the place, and they're just having a good time.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, okay. Anyway, so moving on to
Shad Rock. Man, fucking a lot of fucking references.
Yup.
Again, it's a little all over the place, but like, fucking for those about to rock, we salute you.
Yeah, they bring up, AC/DC.
Yeah, this is just all about what was popular in the fucking 90s. Well, I guess late 80s actually, but, just all about popular shit, and I don't know, it's just fucking pop culture. That's what this song is.
Riddle me this, brother, can you handle it? That's the fucking Riddler.
Yeah. So, that's what they do with this song, is they just have a lot of fun with like shit that's fucking, that, I don't know, I guess that they either grew up with, or the shit that was popular around this time, or whatever. I don't know exactly what else to say about the song, other than it's just fun, and they're just spitting spitting fucking rhymes. I don't know.
Yeah. It's hard to, I mean, I got more stories than J.D. Salinger.
Yeah.
She only had the one.
Yeah.
At the time.
So, I don't know.
Kill a Mockingbird, but whatever.
Get even like Steven, like pulling a Rambo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I don't know, there's just fucking...
It's hard to put it, I don't know. It's hard to nail them down as like a thing because
they're just fucking all over the place. So I don't know how to put this song into words. Like to be perfectly honest, I don't know what the fuck Shadrach is. I don't know what that word means. Or if it's a person.
I don't know. I don't know what dusted means. I don't know what, what's the other one in the song?
So I don't know, man, but.
Waxing and milking all you squareheads. I don't know what the fuck that means. This is 89. I'm 3 years old. I don't know what fucking waxing and milking means. Squareheads? I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
But they say it a bunch.
Yeah, I'm like 6 months. I'm like 4 months old at this point, so I don't fucking know. I don't get a lot of these pop culture references. I get some of them. I mean, I know what fucking J.D. Salinger is. I know what fucking Rambo means. Like, I understand I fucking know AC/DC. I know Batman. Like, but there's a lot of fucking shit. Like, there's a lot of shit that I don't, get in here. And I don't know. It's a fun song, but it's,
they're very much a piece in time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like this album for what it does, more for like the sound and the, it's rap, like, or it's like late 80s, early. So they're talking about whatever the fuck. They're just going off the cuff.
Yeah, and I mean,
But
rap.
The thing that makes this album different is that all the different changes in sound and like I said, like with the Dust Brothers, they micro sample, so it moves and moves and moves.
Yeah, and I mean,
throughout each song.
It's rap, but so much of this album is just nonsensical. But the lines they write are super clever. And they have like this profound chemistry between them, and they just know how to put together interesting songs. So like there's, like, I don't know. And I guess we could talk about the last thing is Ask for Janice, but I don't care about this piece on here. It's a fucking advertisement for Paul's Boutique, which is, the namesake.
Paul's Boutique.
Yeah. And like, it's like a radio advertisement for Paul's Boutique by this
for a literal place called Paul's Boutique in Brooklyn.
Right.
This was the radio advertisement in like the 70s, 80s for a place called Paul's Boutique. And that's Paul's Boutique.
Right. So again, like, okay, something about that, one of them they liked, and so they made the namesake album for this, or maybe they fucking shopped there. I don't know. Or maybe when they were listening to the radio, this was an advertisement that was always fucking on. I don't know.
I think that's what it was, because there are 3 Jewish white boys in Brooklyn, and they might have hit up Paul's Boutique all the time.
So anyway, I don't get the reference here, and I don't think it's really necessary on the album. I mean, I get it. I get that it's part of their heritage and part of who they are, and it's important to them. I don't need it. Same thing with 5-Piece Chicken Dinner. Same thing with To All the Girls. I thought To All the Girls, the only thing I'll say about To All the Girls, why I think it's necessary, is I think it adds that extra comedic element to shake your rump. Other than that, I don't think it's really necessary. 3-Minute Rule was okay. Looking Down the Barrel of a Gun was alright. Car Thief was alright. I don't know. But I mean, fucking, they're iconic. These motherfuckers are iconic. They did something way different than what people were doing. They brought a freshness to rap that I don't think had been seen. And they do get brushed aside because they weren't part of the black man struggle. Let's be real. Like, that's a big reason these guys get brushed aside. They're 3 Jewish white boys. And, you know, they weren't black people growing up in the hood. And so that's a big reason why they get pushed aside. But they got fucking style and they have this chemistry and, like, I mean, fucking Hey Ladies and Shake Your Rump and The Sound of Science and High Plains Drifter, Eggman, Johnny Royale. Like, these are great fucking songs on an album that's pretty good. Like, altogether, this album's pretty good. I think there's some fluff here that's not necessary, but these guys have a great understanding of what they're doing. And they're just having a good fucking time doing what they love, and fucking respect them for that, because this is good shit. And I'm not really a rap guy. Like, you know, the Kanye album was alright, but Kanye can eat a dick as far as I'm concerned. I don't fucking give a fuck. These guys left an impression with me that, like, you know, I don't know. I respect him. And I respect Kanye for what he did. He's a good rapper, but these guys were more fun for me. And I would re-listen to this before I re-listen to Kanye. I'll put it that way. You can fucking talk now.
Hell yes, bro.
Like,
that's why I kept quiet.
I didn't mean to go on a monologue there, but your turn.
No, it's fine. I said at the beginning of the episode that I want you to tell me what you feel about this album, because you're not the hip hop guy, and I think you said exactly the things. Well, you said exactly how you feel about the Beastie Boys, and I can't disagree with what you said. Like, this whole album is fun, and for 1989, especially with what they're doing with, like, this experiment with just kind of snippets of music put here and there, and then they, with their style and the production style, are very different.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as hip hop went in '89, because I want to say in like '89, you know, don't push me because I'm close to the edge, or like Michael Jackson, or
no.
I mean, like African Bambaataa. I mean, what, '89? KRS-One was coming up, or like, I think this is like the idea of like KRS-One being like their second album. I mean, hip hop is coming to light, and
well, yeah.
I feel like in hip hop history, there's 2 things they're not going to talk about. One is the Beastie Boys, and 2 is Blondie.
Blondie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blondie.
Expand on that. Why? What's Blondie mean for hip hop? I'm not familiar. That's why I ask.
Blondie had a song called Rap in like 86, 85, 86.
Okay.
And it was rap. She was rapping, and it was a white girl going, cat, mat, bat, blah, blah. I mean, it was a dumb song, but the song is called Rap.
Okay.
And it brought rap into the mainstream. Like, I had a bat with a cat and like stupid, like less than like Dr. Seussian rhymes.
Well, so,
but it was mainstream.
Yeah, I don't know if in the history of hip hop, I don't know if the Beastie Boys will be mentioned, but I feel like they'll at least get a footnote. If nothing else, I don't know about Blondie, but I feel like the Beastie Boys will, because, I mean, they have written some pretty iconic stuff, and I mean, like, fucking, the Beastie Boys, like, dog, they're in Futurama. Like, you gotta be, like, there's not a lot of, like, pop culture references in Futurama that aren't pretty much universally known. You know what I mean? Like, they do hit on some levels here and there that are, like, pretty fucking, like, specific nerdy, but it wouldn't. Sure, the show wouldn't be as popular as it was if the pop culture references they made weren't so universally known.
But who writes Futurama?
Yeah, I get you. I get you. It's
white dudes from
white,
Harvard.
duty white boy. Fucking nerdy white boys. I get you.
Nerdy white boys.
But.
So that's why this hits me really hard, because I'm a fucking nerdy white boy and I like fucking Beastie Boys. They're fucking amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, still, like, I still think they'll get a footnote in hip hop history. Like, I mean, obviously, the all of the white rap fame is gonna be with Eminem, right? Because, like, that dude grew up on 8 Mile, like, fucking lived the fucking hard life and fucking, also spits fire. Like, straight up just does. Like, dude can rap. So for white rappers, he is pretty much always going to be the biggest name in white rappers, right? Like,
I don't know. I don't know what history's gonna write down.
But I feel like these guys will at least get, like, a mention, because they have produced a lot of iconic fucking music.
I don't think they're going to get into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
No, not a chance.
But they will be remembered more than I think Eminem would.
You think so? I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
The reason I think Eminem's bigger, and I think the reason for that is, go to a fucking nightclub. You're gonna hear Eminem before you hear Beastie Boys in a nightclub that plays primarily rap. You know what I'm saying? That's
understandable, but this is 2019.
I get that. But what I'm saying is, I think that he's more popular in the hip hop community than the Beastie Boys were or are.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. I don't know, Andrew. I can't foresee the future. But for me, and for what got me into hip hop, was the Beastie Boys.
I get that. I do. Because go ahead.
Oh, go on.
Well, no, I was saying I understand that because they're more relatable to us. And I agree with that sentiment. Like, I mean, I didn't make a whole bunch of money selling a song to an airline. You know, I live fucking paycheck to paycheck just like the next guy, but, I'm a nerdy white dude. These guys are more relatable than Eminem growing up in the fucking Detroit ghetto, you know? Like, it just is.
What does that have to do with him, or how the quality of hip hop?
It doesn't.
I mean,
it doesn't have anything to do with the quality of hip hop, but it has everything to do with why you and I would be interested in hip hop. Why this would be a good introduction, because it's relatable to us.
For sure.
Also, it's fun and catchy.
It is. It's fun and catchy, and Eminem has the fastest recorded syllables per second.
Dude has
in hip hop.
Dude has some pretty catchy shit too, though.
True, but those are all earworms. And when you go into my argument with hip hop is, what are you saying and why are you saying it?
Right.
Beastie Boys get a pass because they're breaking grounds. They broke the idea that white dudes can do this too. For me.
Yeah.
It's okay for white people to like hip hop and be okay with it. And I always felt weird because I liked, R&B and hip hop in the early 90s, but they made it okay for me to like it.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. I feel you.
And then when I hear people like Ideas, who won the Blaze battles four or five times in a row, and he's a skinny little white dude from Minnesota.
Right.
That's badass. I like that. I like that. And I don't know. I just like hip hop,
Yeah,
and
no, I know you do, because I'm not all that into hip hop, but this is definitely okay. So this is definitely, Beastie Boys are definitely an easy way to listen to hip hop if you're not that into hip hop.
For sure.
Cause it's fast moving. They change shit up a lot. Especially this album. They're all over the fucking place, and they say some catchy shit and honestly, there's an air of comedy in a lot of their songs, and it's fun. It's just it's fun, and some of the shit they say is just fucking funny.
For sure, for sure.
So anyway, Shane.
All right, fuck it.
Shane.
What do you think about this album?
Shane.
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes.
What are your top 3 songs?
My top 3 songs are going to be High Plains Drifter.
Good song.
Is number 3.
Okay.
Number 2 is going to be 5-Piece Chicken Dinner.
Okay. All right.
I like that it's fun. It's a fun one. It's a fun one for me.
Okay.
My number 1 is Sounds of Science, hands down.
All right. I feel you.
What's your top 3, sir?
Well, 5-Piece Chicken Dinner is definitely my last place song on this album. So we heavily disagree there.
Fair enough.
However, all right. So I think it's no surprise that number 1 is Hey Ladies, because it's the song that I was most familiar with. It's the only song on this album that I know that I've heard. I've probably heard other songs on this album because there have been times when I've just hit shuffle Beastie Boys on Spotify, and so there's a good chance I've heard some of these other songs. However, Hey Ladies is the song that I've heard since high school, and one of the songs that introduced me to the Beastie Boys and why I initially was like, hey, these dudes are fucking cool. Maybe hip-hop's not so bad. Like, Beastie Boys helped get me into the mindset that maybe hip-hop isn't totally garbage. Maybe it can be fun, and maybe it can be good music. Anyway, so no surprise there. That's my number 1. Number 2 is probably Sound of Science. It's just a good fucking song.
Cause rope, dope.
Cause yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. Number 3, man, oh man, it's between.
Before you say it.
What's up?
I want to guess your number 3. I'm going to write it down.
Well, it's between 2.
Well, I know, but I know what you're going to say.
Oh, okay.
I want to see if.
I mean, I'm not there to confirm whether what you wrote down is.
I know, but I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
So go ahead. What's your number 3?
All right. So number 3 is going to be a tie between Eggman and High Plains Drifter.
Fuck, I was wrong. I thought it was going to be Shake Your Rump for sure.
Man, Shake Your Rump is fun. It is. But Eggman made me laugh probably the most of any song on this album. I just thought it was fucking hilarious.
We all dressed in black. We snuck up on the back.
Yeah, man, it was just fucking funny. And then High Plains Drifter, again, it comes back to that Yoda line. Why are you here? Like,
why are you here?
Fucking that.
Like, well, actually, that's kind of the most like metal song on the album, and that was my poor form in looking into that, because it's like heavy metal.
Yeah. They totally do that. They totally sample some heavier shit, but
motherfucker, I missed that.
It's just
balls.
Man, Eggman's hilarious, and High Plains Drifter, I mean, it's a great fucking song. But
the point is, I should have known you better than that. I should have known you as a person.
You absolutely should have.
Yeah.
But
I should have.
But to your credit, there were no songs about rape on this album, so there were no dead gimmies.
There was no songs about rape.
So there was no dead gimmies, right? So.
But I mean, the most metal song on the album should have fucking hit. I should have fucking picked up on.
Well, yeah, you probably should have.
Yeah, well.
But it is what it is. So, I don't know. Overall, where do you rate this album? Is this a 10 for you?
I'm not gonna give it a 10 because this is not my favorite Beastie Boys song or album.
Okay.
Shit, it's still gonna get a 9.
Alright.
What about you, Bubba?
Man, this is tough because there are some songs on this album that I really enjoyed. And there are some other songs on this album that I thought were pure fluff, didn't need to be there, and I just didn't give a fuck about.
Yeah, 5-piece chicken dinner. We've been over that.
Yeah, but not just that. Like Ask for Janice and Two Other Girls too. But I'm
Ask
gonna
for
go.
Janice and all the girls, yeah.
And then there's a couple of Peace songs on here. But so for me, this is man, it's hard because Hey Ladies and Eggman and Shake Your Rump and Sound of Science and like there's some fucking gold here.
Yeah,
so,
but it's a totality.
So the totality, yeah. All right. So in total, we're looking at, I don't know, 7.5. It's a C plus for sure. So let's call it 7.5.
Okay.
Maybe a B minus in my book. It's also not my genre.
Yeah. So like a solid like 78?
Yeah.
Like somewhere in the ether of B and C?
Yeah, C plus for sure. C plus B minus, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Okay.
You know, it's just, it's got some great songs on it, but when you put the whole album together, there's, half of it's forgettable to me. So, it's what it is.
Well, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I mean, you're a piece of shit for thinking that, but it's fine. It's fine.
Well,
You're just an awful human being, but whatever.
No, I mean, I think people should fucking.
I'm fucking with you.
No, it's fine. You can, I think you knew I was going that direction, and
I know exactly what the fuck you're gonna do.
And
you're gonna give it. Yeah, I knew.
I knew you were 9-10 territory because this is one of your favorite groups, right? So.
Yeah.
But anyway,
that's why I wanted you to talk more about the. Yeah, because if I would talk, I would have fucking gone on about, this producer and that producer and then this and this and that and this is the third fucking da da da. Yeah,
I don't know. How about this, audience? Excuse me. Oh Jesus Christ.
Where?
So, audience, why don't you tell us that we've had at least one episode where Shane is fanboyed out about producers and shit, and I would go ahead and say that's Beck, and so listen to Beck, and then listen to this album where I'm less familiar. Both of these albums I was less familiar. Still had strong opinions on both. But this one I feel like I talked a lot more, and I feel like on Beck you talked a lot more. So you fanboyed out, and on this one I tried to analyze an album that you should probably never get analytical about. So audience, you tell us. Tell us what you think about each style of this album. Reach out to us and let us know. Not each style of episode. What the fuck? I don't even know anymore.
Well, for sure, because this the Dust Brothers they produced both of these albums. So this is 89, and Beck was 93, 94?
Something like that, yeah.
So, but I mean, how do you fucking compare apples and oranges?
Yeah, I don't know.
Good Lord.
I don't know.
And on top of that, there's no rape songs on this album. So how the fuck are they gonna... How the fuck...
Oh, man, you're such an asshole. Oh, God damn it. Oh, man. But hey, I did have a working idea for a video game about rape called Therapist, and that's a callback to a story I told in another episode.
The Rapist. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember that Saturday Night Live skit.
Was that a Saturday Night Live
skit? Rapist. That is Therapist.
Man, maybe that's where I got that idea for that video game.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
The penis miter. That is the penis miter. The penis miter.
Oh, dude, those are some of the best, man. Those are, oh man, Sean Connery on Jeopardy is god damn it, dude. Fucking, oh man. Oh,
that's
man.
Words. That is swords. Saber. The guy with the bloody yes. Yeah.
Okay, so this one you're just gonna guess the animal. Moo. That's the sound your wife made when I was doing her good last night, Trebek. Oh man, I fucking love that shit. It's great. And I know
What did I just say about? What did I say about racial slurs? With your dago mustache, your greasy hair.
Oh man. Oh, that's good shit. Okay, so I don't know. I don't really have much more to say about Paul's Boutique. What about you?
Mostly that you're wrong, but this is a really good album.
It is a good album. Okay, so you obviously recommend people listen to this. Yeah, I gotta give this a strong recommendation too. You know, like.
Well, I get you say that it's a B minus C plus, but what I would say is that Ill Comedic is the better album.
Okay, so.
Which came out in 94. I feel like their most popular album is Hello Nasty.
Okay.
Because that had like Intergalactic and all that shit.
Right. Planetary, Intergalactic. Yeah.
Exactly.
Man. Oh man, I'll stir fry you in my wok. Oh, I love that song.
Everyone does.
Yeah, I know. It's, because it's a good, it's fucking gold.
Like a pinch on the neck from Mr. Spock.
Yeah. Good shit. But with that being said, I think if you're absolutely not into hip hop, this might not be the best Beastie Boys album to start with, like Shane said. But if you like fun music, if you like shit that's eclectic, this is fun. This is just a fun fucking album. Give it a listen.
It is really fun. Like, it's fun. It's fun in the way that like Kill 'Em All is sad and death and shit.
Well,
if you don't like murder, death, blah, this is like the exact opposite of like, hey, things are fun and light.
Well, I mean, not all of the songs in this are fun and light, but they're all fun. Some of them are fun and dark. You know, like Johnny Rao's about a fucking guy that lost his mind as a vagrant, you know? Fuck, god damn it, what's his name?
No help.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
And look,
there's other shit.
Go on.
But if you like fun music, give this a listen. That's all I got.
That's a good way to end it. Yes. If you like fun music, Paul's Boutique. Paul's Boutique. A thing we didn't talk about. Have you heard, okay, when he finishes, there's like a drum sound at the end that is fucking amazing.
No, I don't remember this.
No one does. But when the dude finishes up, there's like a drum solo in the end. It's so fucking solid and tight. It's,
Okay, well, if you do listen to this and you actually get to Ask for Janice, the last song, listen for that.
Because it's really good. Really good. Alright, asshole.
Alright, well.
Anything else you want to say?
No, man, I'm good. Thanks for listening, everybody. You know where to find us. Look us up on wherever you get your podcasts. iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, sadpandapresents.com, which I'm pretty sure nobody visits. Because, I mean, why? Like, I don't know. What's the point of even having the website? But it's fun to say that we have our own domain, right? So, hit us up.
Are you asking or? I don't know.
Hit us up. Fucking, Facebook is actually the best place to contact us. Find us at facebook.com/sadpandapresentspodcast. Hit us up. Fucking recommend an album, just like Caleb recommended, Stitches. Just, like do something, just give us one of your favorite albums or give us something that you know is just gonna be ridiculous like he did.
Dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, fucking hit us up. Let us know what you think about the show. Let us know, what we can do better, or if you just want us to keep crashing and burning with these outros cause I won't shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Hey, Andrew.
What's that?
Hey, Andrew.
What's up?
What's the next album on the list, Bubba?
The next album will be number 88 on the list, which is 9 Inch Nails, The Downward Spiral.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever listened to that album, so I am familiar with 9 Inch Nails to a very small degree.
Yeah, I know. It took like a week to shit him out your asshole. because the press-on nails got stuck up in there when that horse stuck them in there. So, I mean, I had to get clippers and shit. It was a fucking horror show.
Hey man, whatever.
Your butthole looked like it was bad. It was all bad.
Hey, but now I can fit that 8-pound plug in there. Oh man. Oh Jesus. Jesus Christ. Just cry it.
Okay, so we go further down the spiral next week or next 2 weeks, whenever the fuck.
Whenever the fuck it comes out.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I guess
that's what I told her.
There you go.
Yes. And so,
usually 9 months.
That happened one time. So, anyway, well, thank you guys for listening. I really do appreciate it. I really hope you don't judge us. Judge us. Holy shit. I'm done. Thank you guys.
Thanks everybody. Later. Something I feel, is that we